Today's adventure brings us to the Krohn Conservatory here in beautiful Eden Park. We're going to go inside and check out thousands of species of different plants. Are you guys excited?
Yay!
All right, let's go check it out. Here we got a picture of Erwin M. Krohn, which is what the Krohn Conservatory was named after. He was a member of the Board of Park Commissioners for 25 years. And in his honor, he got this conservatory named after him. See some old pictures of when it first opened in 1933 in the famous Art Deco style, which was very popular during the late 20s and 30s. There's a number of buildings in Cincinnati with Art Deco architecture. The Krohn Tower, the Union Terminal, as well as the Krohn Conservatory. Got a little pond down here with a stone turtle over there. It's been years since I've been in here, so it's almost like coming for the first time again. I really don't remember much. Yeah, there's fish down here. Going into a little cave here. It's a lot quieter inside here. Also, they're getting ready for Christmas. Part of the place is closed down because they're setting up for the Christmas season. Right here we have the hoop pine tree from Australia. It's a very interesting tree. The bottom almost looks like a palm tree until you get up top, and then it looks more or less like your typical pine tree. Very beautiful tree. Jade found some little plants down here. Those are pretty.
Those are not spiky.
Are they spiky?
No.
No? This one's pretty neat. It's called a nerve plant from Peru, Colombia.
That sounds soft.
Is it soft?
Yeah. No, it's kind of hard.
I don't know if we should touch the plants, guys. I don't know if we're allowed or not.
Look at the giant clovers. Yeah.
Those are some giant clovers.
Yeah, they're giant. Look at that.
Corazon from the Philippines. Wow, guys, look at the size of these leaves. That's huge. The Art Deco style was known for incorporating a lot of different materials, different types of rocks and metals into the architecture. This is a prime example right here. They were often used as accent pieces. You can see these beautiful Art Deco railings with these etchings. It looks like it's almost stone that's been etched. We've just left the palm house, now entering the fern house. Look at this guy. Some kind of grasshopper? We have a Paraguay tea tree right here. Those are tea leaves, I'm assuming. Madagascar jewel. Interesting looking plants. This tree has some type of thorns on it. These are what you call curtain vine, native to Florida and Mexico. A vigorous climbing vine related to the grape. These strings that hang down are called aerial roots. This one's called a cast iron plant. It doesn't appear to be made out of cast iron, obviously. Interesting name nonetheless. I found this really spiky plant over here. Do you guys know what this plant's called?
Madagascar dragon tree? Yeah, it says it on
A Madagascar dragon tree.
Oh, it hurts. I don't want to poke that. Ow, 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 ow. It hurts.
You gotta love some of these names. Picasso's paintbrush croton. I guess that's easier than saying Codeum, variegatum. All these plants have very confusing technical names. You see why they call it a paintbrush. Kind of looks like the bristles on a brush.
Devil's backbone.
And then this plant is called Devil's Backbone. Very interesting composition on this plant.
Look at this.
This one has a pretty scary name, the Asiatic poison bulb. I think I found my favorite tree in this whole place, the chocolate tree.
Can I eat it? Can I eat it? Can I eat it?
It won't taste very good if you eat it like this.
Can I eat it?
We found more of the curlicue plant.
It's called a ram's horn croton.
Oh, it's a ram's horn croton. We were close. I don't know, I like curlicue plant better. There's a koi pond right here with a giant koi fish in here. Jade was walking and this fell from the ceiling and fell on her head. That's pretty.
It's my puffle.
It's your puffle?
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it.
It was meant to be yours. If it fell down and hit you on the head, I guess it was meant to be yours.
I see another one. Where? It's hidden back there in the forest. See that little pink fluff? Oh no. Papa, you'll be having that.
Hey guys, look right here. This is a rubber tree.
A rubber tree?
This is where rubber comes from. Like for tires and stuff.
It does feel like rubber. It does feel
It has kind of a rubbery texture,
Yeah.
but they do a process to it to get the rubber out.
wobbly.
Very cool. I don't think I've ever seen a rubber tree in person before.
Whoa, how did this one come off?
They're not native to this area. Obviously, it's more of an
This one came
Indonesian plant.
I think these ones can really lift on.
Yeah, I see him. An orange fish. You see another one?
Yeah, it's over there.
Since the main showroom is closed, we gotta walk outside here and go around to get to the bonsai room. And I believe there's a area with a bunch of desert plants over here too. Here's Nicole's favorite plant, blue agave, for her love of tequila. All right, we found our way in.
New cactus.
This is the desert room. This plant's called a Spanish dagger. Hey guys, look, this plant right here, it's an aloe vera plant. It's a burn plant. So if you break one of these leaves open and you have a burn, the juice inside you can put on your burns and it helps soothe your burns. Isn't that cool?
I don't want to pick one of those.
Yeah, we don't want to do it here, but you can get them at home and do it. Yeah, the cactuses are probably one of my favorite areas, just because some of these plants just look like something that was on another planet. Look at this thing, giant cactus ball.
You can't touch some. Yeah, you can. That hurt? No, because I touched it. Not hard. Oh yeah, if you don't touch it hard, it won't hurt.
And obviously, given the climate where we live, we don't get to see stuff like this every day, so it's cool to have a place like this to come and check out all these exotic plants. You got an animal skull right here. I guess just for a little added realism to the desert environment.
There's something in front very cool.
Here's a bishop's cap. It's a strange looking plant. A boojum tree. Native to Baja, California. This is a cool piece of art made by Edward Casagrande called Desert Spirit.
How do you make that?
I don't know, it took a lot of creativity though. It's all made out of wood for the most part, with a couple metal pieces added.
Wow.
We found the jade plant.
What?
It's named after you, Jade.
Oh, hi Jade.
It's called the jade plant.
Hi Jade. Good Jade.
Came from South Africa. It's a great house plant.
Hi Jade. Bobby, is
Here we
that...
got dragon bones.
Ooh.
It actually does look like some jagged dragon bones. This plant right here almost looks like it's alive, like it's some sort of octopus with tentacles. Look at this.
This is like a octopus.
Careful, Jade. It could be prickly.
What's prickly? What does prickly mean? It can be spiky.
Yep, it could be spiky. There's a crested blue flame cactus. Now entering the orchid house. There's actually not too many orchids in here right now. There's only a few. It's always been one of my favorite type of flower plant. I haven't had much luck keeping them alive though. They're very hard to care for. At least for me they were. Yeah, again, not too many orchids in here right now, but this plant, the leaves on it, with the pink and green, very colorful. Hey, there's the family. What are you guys drawing?
I'm doing cursive.
You're writing in cursive?
It's me, Mom.
Someone should draw an orchid, a colorful orchid, or a cactus. Given the cactus needles.
Daddy, is this a good heart?
Yeah, that's a very good heart, Jade. Help your brother put needles on the cactus.
Okay. Wait, this do you need black?
Yeah, use black. That's fine.
Okay. Well, I want to use brown like that. All the way up. And turn then. Eat.
Looks pretty good, guys. Good job. Now we're in the bonsai room. Got a variety of little bonsai trees here. Ficus narrowleaf. Natal plum. Fukian tea. There's a few more down here, which unfortunately we can't get to because it looks like it's blocked off right now. The Eden Park property was actually owned by Nicholas Longworth back in the early 1800s. He bought all this land. He was a millionaire at the time, a real estate investor, as well as an avid wine enthusiast, and he eventually turned this property into a vineyard. He's often thought of as the father of the American wine movement. And after some years, he sold off parts of the property to the city, and eventually they turned it into a park, as well as the conservatory you see behind me. You can definitely see the Art Deco influence in this building. A lot of Art Deco used geometric lines or other stylized shapes, and this one is no different. From the outside structure to the shape of it, to the inside, to the railing and the other metals used. Another great example of Art Deco in this beautiful city. Here is the Eden Park standpipe. It's an icon of the park. It was an old water tower built in 1895, I believe, by Samuel Hannaford. He designed a couple other things around Cincinnati. Music Hall, as well as City Hall. And it was designated to the National Historic Places in 1980. While I'm over here nerding out on old architecture, the kids are, well, they're being kids. Jade once again wants to show off her puffle that fell from the tree in the conservatory and bumped her on the head.
So I was just standing on one of the bench, and I jumped off, and it just hit me on the head, and now it's my little pink pet, and I'm named him Puffle.
All right. You better take care of him.
Okay. Yeah, to put him in the window, get him some water.
All right. Sounds like you know what to do.
Yeah.
What separates Eden Park from a lot of the other parks around here is the great view it has. Good panoramic view of Kentucky. There's the Big Mac Bridge in the background there. This monument was dedicated by Herbert Hoover on October 22nd, 1929, to mark the completion of the canalization of the river to a depth of 9 feet from Pittsburgh to Cairo, a distance of 980 miles. You see the Iroquois standing on top of the river there with some of the steamboats going by. That looks like old downtown Cincinnati right there. Alright guys, that does it for today's adventure at the Krohn Conservatory in Eden Park. I think everyone had a lot of fun today, looking at a bunch of exotic plants. Alright, that's it for today, and we'll see you in the next video.